We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Smokin' Joe, Philadelphia's finest in the heavyweight division. There's no one quite like Smokin' Joe. David Big D Adeleye, what a prospect he is, fighting out of the United Kingdom, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, the Olympic gold medalist from Beaufort, South Carolina, the Hall of...
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, I'm going to stay here.
And there's the bell to start the round. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Oh, and there's a right hand. Looks like that stunned him. Those counter punches have to hurt. Another scoring shot there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
You find a swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. So close with that uppercut.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the jab. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And he scores with the counter. When you think heart and courage, you think Joe Frazier. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Tried to score with a jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he wasn't ready. Are we about to see a first round knockout? We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He threw a punch and just got countered. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you got to get inside.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
You don't want to stand and trade with Smokin' Joe. He threw the hook, didn't land. Perfect counter lands. We're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Which fighter will say no mas? That hook was off target. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. There's a counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Those counter punches have to hurt. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Lucky that hook didn't score. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Didn't land that jab. Defense failed them. David Adeleye couldn't take any more, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the...
They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This is why I love the little guys. This is exactly why I love them. Look at them, toe-to-toe, heart for heart. You know, mano a mano, they're letting the shots go.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice stop, but that won't score. That one lands. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had. Can they finish it? He had his moment, but has it gone by?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
The bell sometime.
Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
There's a counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire.
An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. How did they... So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Solid punch. Pretty close fight here in this round. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat, show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Good one. That counter shot lands. They're in trouble. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman, a true legend. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well done with that counter shot. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. The referee really... Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought...
And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Remember, with the lighterweights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
He misses with that jab. They exchange punches. The jab slightly off target. Beautiful counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That hook doesn't score. Beautiful counter punch. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this...
Why weren't they covering up? And right back in. He's going to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Threw the uppercut, but did not score. This is one of the best rounds I've... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Well done with that counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter. How is he on his feet? This doesn't make sense.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, some.
And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
It was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter punch caught him clean. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Can't land that jab. Frazier being much more selective with his punches. Very competitive round here so far. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You can get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there.
The defense failed them. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Catch and shoot. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to...